We've got breaking news coming in after a tragic accident on the National Highway 7. A victim was seen crying for help on the street in Chikbalapur in Karnataka, while people remained mute spectators. The victim was involved in a head-on collision with a car, received serious injuries, lying on the side of the road, bleeding. The victim was in pain for over half an hour. The ambulance reached the spot much later. The victim is currently undergoing treatment at a government hospital in Chikbalapur district. A case has been registered at the Gundibande police station of Chikbalapur. Let's in fact go across to Shrija. Shrija, if you can take us through here what really happened, and unfortunately the ambulance arrived only much later.
Well, of course, that's a tragic accident you're looking on the screen, because what we understand from Chikbalapur is that this particular victim, he was traveling on one-way road, because the other side of the national highway, the work was on, the repair work was on, because of which they had definitely put up a caution notice as well. But we understand that the car was also speeding at the same time. We see it was a head-on collision. And as far as the visuals go, we can look at this particular victim has received some serious injuries. At the same time, we understand, remember, we're talking about the Good Samaritan law. In fact, Karnataka is the first state in India to bring in this particular law. Now, Good Samaritan law promotes and provides security to people who immediately rush and provide help to the accident victims. But instead, what we're looking at this point in time here on the road is they are just mute spectators. They're recording the complete incident. You can also see how the victim is writhing in pain. He's also calling for help, but however, we see the ambulance reaches almost 30 to 45 minutes later. Until then, we see the people surrounding there, recording the entire visual. They're also trying to circulate it on social media. Of course, we see that this particular law has not spurred the public so far as Karnataka rural area is concerned, because remember, we're talking about a Good Samaritan law which talks about the golden hour. The first hour from the time of the incident is called the golden hour. Now, that particular time, we see that the victim should be rushed immediately to a nearby hospital, whether an ambulance reaches or not. So we see under this particular law, the person who does that or offers to help will be protected under this particular law. But we see that clearly this entire Good Samaritan law has failed as far as Chikbalapur district is concerned. To talk about the victim, an update from the victim, what we hear from the hospital authorities is that he's right now currently recuperating. He did, of course, undergo a surgery, and he's taking treatment at a government hospital in Chikbalapur district.
All right, Shrija, thanks so much for joining us with those details. Horrific accident there.